It's Week 11 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Giants and the Commanders next on EA Sports.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
And I like his honesty, because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game.
They won.
Yeah, what I loved about it is when he told us about the defense kind of corralling him in the locker room and saying, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 127 yards, and a score.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up.
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
On the return, Johnson. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his 2nd NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Howell.
44-yard line.
Flush to his right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3-and-out on their opening drive. Again, it's Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. Now Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Robinson will take it in for the Giants touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 7-0. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go play action. Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson to the 27-yard line. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. They'll roll him out right. Thomas brings it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's caught by Waller out left side. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Commanders' 30-yard line.
That's complete left side to Shepard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New York.
Throwing Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown Giants. Julio Jones from 19 yards away. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That time 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Johnson jostles free. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Powell's throw complete there to Thomas. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Second down, Howell now. Pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Gibson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They'll try to run with Gibson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was, Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Barkley inside handoff. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And it'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught by Jones. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Gano's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL.
Adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that is incomplete. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Howell going to go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Here's Jones throwing on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw once more on second and 10. Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Barkley is not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Julio Jones with career touchdown number 70. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's second and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they go play action with Howell. That one downfield for Dotson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's caught. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on fourth down. On first down, Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Howell to throw on second down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw on second and 10, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down, Giants.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard. Now Jones. Looking at finding Shepard on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. First down, New York.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Powell. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Howell down to throw it. That one downfield for Dotson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing here, Howell. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Howell from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing Jones.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Johnson on the return.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Short throw to the tight end Thomas. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
Still going inside the 20.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Washington offense heading out, facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now this throw caught left side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Faking the handoff. Howell. That one downfield for Dotson.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
That one downfield for Dotson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
It's Howell with another throw. That one downfield for Dotson.
And he's got it inside the 10.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson.
48 yards.
And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Howell throwing for it.
Being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
86 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 yards to go, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run it again with Barkley, and he'll go down at the 28.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Okay, here we go.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. Well, this was a very close ball.